The day of the wedding was, oh, well, couldn't sleep the night before. It was just frantic. We had to get up very early. We went to Clarence's house, where the princess was and the bridesmaids, and Diana was kind of keeping us all very down to earth and calm. And we got her into the dress, and then of course there was the long wait until her carriage arrived, which it just seemed to go on forever because she was all in her dress and we were standing on the steps waiting, and then finally the carriage arrived. We helped her into it, and then we were whisked off to St. Paul's. And of course there was the famous creases in the dress, which we noticed as she kind of came up the steps, and we saw her framed in the doorway of St. Paul's. But the fabric that we used is a very, very heavy taffeta. And of course, when you pull it out, all the creases come out. So we weren't, I was more worried than David was, I must say. But so he got the top part of Diana and arranged the veil, and I got the hem and arranged the train and the skirt and everything. And then we saw a little bit of the ceremony, and then we were whisked back to Buckingham Palace where we had to prepare her for the photographs. On the day, Diana was really pleased with it. I think that really made our day when we got the phone call when we arrived back at Brook Street. And we were feeling a bit flat, you know, after an incredible day like that. And, you know, oh, well, it's all over now. Now we can sort of relax, but feeling very sad that it was over. And then we got the phone call from Diana. We don't know where she was, but she actually took the time to call us and to say thank you. Now, this is one of my most favourite dresses, and made for Elizabeth Hurley for a big party in Russia, and it had a Catherine the Great feel about it. So we made it rather like one of the characters in the old movies, all in white silk tulle. This is all beautiful lace, hand embroidered with tiny sequins. It's just so romantic and dreamlike. And then we've taken these beautiful handmade silk velvet roses. Slightly bashed up now because this is it's been photographed so many times. Well, we did another very famous wedding, which was for Richard Branson and Joan, and that was a fun one. I mean, it was just so different, you can't imagine it. And, you know, whatever dress we do, I've got to say, they're all important to us, celebrity or non-celebrity. The thing is, the bride's entrusting us with such a special dress for such a special day, that it's brilliant, you know. I particularly love it when we get a bride that comes in and says, you know, that they don't have no idea what it is that they're looking for. And then we can come up with all these ideas, and sometimes they're kind of up for quite wild things as well, which could be quite fun. Our wedding collection is a mixture of all different styles, but the one thing that they do have in common is they're very romantic and very feminine and very frothy. And it's really their starting point for our bride. So they'll come in and they'll look at everything, and then they just go crazy usually and just try everything on. And so that's the starting point. And then they might say, well, you know, I love the bodice on this, but I want something with sleeves. Or, you know, it's like doing a work of art. That's really our philosophy here. It's like painting with fabrics.